Mike Tyson would have 100% won that fight if Jake Paul didn't get his lawyers involved. I promise you that. Anyways, we have a new breaking news report by Charlie. Charlie, take it away, my friend. Thank you, John. Good evening, everybody. Today's news report is about the lack of mental health services in schools within Texas area. Now, to start off... Oh, God, no. I knew it was going to be a boring day. Anyways, as I was saying before, over 100,000 children and young adults have been reported to commit acts of manslaughter, robbery, rape, and even murder here in the state of Texas. Here's a look at what some professionals have to say about this.
There is a lack of mental health services. One, because I think we are just starting to realize that mental health is a bigger issue in the communities than what we did even pre-pandemic. And so I think that knowing that it's a bigger issue now has caused a need for more mental health concerns and issues. And so I think that that's why there's such a lack of it. And I think it's pretty sad that we don't have the services that we need, that children don't have the services that they need. But I also understand on the medical end.
There's been over 80 school shootings from 2018 to 2023. That is a very small amount of time. In almost every school shooting, over 125 people have been killed or injured. That's over 2.1 million people that have been killed or injured in school shootings in Texas.
If kids have built up anger, if they, some of that is not that they were taught that, it's just a part of their environment. And so if they're in an environment where there's a lot of, violence and anger, and they get to watch a lot of that stuff on TV, it's just what they know. And I do believe that it can be redirected in a more positive manner. I think it's hard to totally get it out of them, but I do believe that it can. When someone is thinking about like taking their own life, or they're thinking about making bad choices, doing drugs and things like that, and not wanting to live, and not wanting to just don't have that drive. My experience with this person is just to try to show them a better way, to try to support them as much as possible, to try to support them, to let them know that there is a better way, that, you can achieve your goals, set goals, first of all, and then, what can we do to try to work on you achieving those goals, and then just figuring out what is it about life that makes me want to live.
And to put the cherry on top of the icing, or however the saying goes, it's been reported that over 89% of counselors in the state of Texas have disliked their jobs because schools use them as a fill-in rather than what they're actually qualified for. You know how upsetting it would be if you got a job that you were qualified for and you did something totally different, like take test scores?
Not so much of a dislike of the interactions with kids and things like that, but more of that they don't really get to do what they feel like they're supposed to be doing. You think about going to a counselor if you're feeling sad, or if there's some things going on, or maybe even a counselor helping you decide your life path. Whereas I think sometimes they get into having to do testing, and they have to do, things for the school and the school districts that's not really part of what their personal career choice is. They're having to do other things that's not a part of what they would want to be doing.
Established in 2015, the Every Student Succeeds Act ensures that every school has the Blaze Mental Health Services. This includes Texas. This is so that children that can't afford these services can easily attend them. But sometimes this base isn't enough. There's not a lot of support to these services that are advocated, so not a lot of students want to attend them because of this. There needs to be more of an awareness for these services so that people feel comfortable going to them. Okay, is there any way that you could repeat all of that in brain rot? And it's our job to think about what we can do to prevent times like these from happening, how we can help and shape kids before they acquire these mental health issues. We can reinforce our doors and we can go get better security, but at the end of the day, these issues still arise. What can we do to shape our future here in Texas? How can we better help these kids? And to all the young adults out there that are listening, you're not alone. Think about how you can help yourself, what you can do right now because you matter. At the end of the day, these services are here for you. Don't struggle alone. It's not worth it. On a more lighthearted note, Christmas is coming up.
Can you believe it, guys?
Christmas, only days away. I'm so excited. Happy holidays, everybody, and good night.